measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenges and controversy. Greetings to one and all present here. This is PRATIBHA, a 7th grader from KRMPublicSchool, to present my TED Talk on My Dear Fear. Cheerful audience, let me ask you few questions. You need not answer these questions to me, but answer it to your inner self. Is it possible to be fearless? Is it possible to be fearless? What is the number one killer of your dreams? What is the reason you feel majority of people fail to lead a life that they want to live? According to me, most of them fail to succeed at any level is neither luck nor lack of money, and certainly not circumstances, but it is only fear and nothing else. Fear is the greatest killer of your dreams. Fear says, you're not strong enough, good enough, successful enough, smart enough, happy enough, talented enough, wealthy enough. But I say, enough with fear. You must muster courage inside you and do the thing you fear the most. It is impossible to reach your true potential if you don't face and overcome your greatest fear. Fear is an emotion and a survival mechanism. The physical response to fear is also known as the fight or the flight response, in which your body prepares either to enter combat or to run away. We have two different systems. Number 1, the go system. Number 2, the stop system. The go system revs you up and makes you excited. The stop system puts you down, makes you cautious and vigilant. At this juncture, you might be wondering, this little brat talking about being strong, confident and independent? Well, to add on your thoughts, at this very young age, I too faced many challenges. My first challenge was to face my first day at school. It took strong will and courage for me to overcome my fear. The fear I encountered at that time was simply unexplainable. Before my schooling, my timeline was not planned or restricted, so I chirped like a little birdie. But when I was caged inside my classroom, everything seemed to be a jigsaw puzzle. I looked everywhere for my mother's sweet smile, my dad's caring hand, and my grandmother's tender love, which I thought was not found in my classroom. Everything and everyone seemed strange to me. That evening, soon after I reached home, I cried inconsolably and rested on my dad's lap and explained my unwillingness to go to school. He patted me and said that he will keep me at home. Guess what? That evening, my father planned an outing to change my mood. After hearing my father's favor towards me, I was happy and leaped with joy. All said, we started in the bike, where I did not find much place to fit my whole body in. Yeah, you're right, I'm blessed with enough body fat. I asked my father whether a car would be perfect to commute with our entire family. He smiled, patted me and said, "Yes, you're right, my little one, but with my salary, we can't afford these luxuries in life. Yes, we can buy a car when you do lend your helping hand. For that, you need to complete your studies and join a workforce." He made me understand that if I study, I would come up with flying colors in life. Whenever a relative or a passerby inquired about me, "Why am I not a crying baby while going to school?" I proudly replied, "I'm going to school to buy a car." My father succeeded in converting my fear into something else, which I love to do the most. Thereafter, I loved schooling. So, if we allow our mind to focus on the positive potential outcome, we will face less fear in most of situations. I repeat, if we allow our mind to focus on the positive potential outcome, we will face less fear in most of situations. Certainly, we have to fear in some situation. In one instance, I remember my friend telling me, "My dear friend, you're my Guruji." I saw her with amusement. She told me, "You always tell me not to get afraid of anything. So today, I've not bought my maths classwork and I'm not afraid of a furious maths teacher." I was shocked when she said this statement to me. Jokes apart. As a child, we were very innocent. Mere participation was enough for us. Winning and losing meant nothing for us. But as we grew up, we become more conscious. What matters to us is only winning, and the very word losing becomes a nightmare to all of us. As a child, we have participated in lots of programs, and there was no stage fright at that age. Have anybody of you wondered what is the reason for that? It is just very simple. A participant is applauded and a winner is applauded and the participant demotivates himself. This creates a sense of insecurity and it develops into fear. At last, we are not capable of facing the challenges in life. We all have things that scare us, like spider, heights, elevator, or the dentist. I would like to cite few incidents which was quite funny for me but very scary for the people who experienced it. One of my friend, she studies very well but during exam she gets fever. In the examination hall, before distributing the question paper, she gets shivering too. My mother, she is always scared of darkness. Last month, due to heavy rain, we have to face a power cut for 2 to 3 hours at night. She didn't let any one of us to sleep as she scolded every one of us as if we were the reason for the power cut. Once, we have 2 restrooms in our home. Once my 60-year-old sister saw a big lizard in one of the restrooms. Till date, she is 9 years old and she never used that restroom. My uncle, he is aged about 45 years. He never climbed the steps which is above 2nd floor. You know why? Simple reason, he is scared of heights. To all my awesome audience, what do you think is the basic difference between fear and phobia? For example, if you see a spider at the corner of your house, you may think it may cling to your face or crawl to your face. Or if just fear, you would probably ignore it or put it outside the house. Or if you are affected by social phobia, the phobia of spiders, you may pack your bags to stay at your friend's house for the night. 3% of the world population is affected with some or the other phobia. Phobia is one of the most widespread mental disorder in the world today. They are divided into social and specific phobia. There are more than 400 distinct phobias well recognized by the psychologist. How many of you here are extremely afraid of being judged by someone? Or are you afraid when you meet new people? It means you are affected by social phobia. Some of the more common social phobias are meeting people of higher authority, speaking in stages, etc. It affects 3 out of 4 people or 75% of the individuals with social phobia. It affects 17% of the people with depression who are affected by social phobia. I don't know how many men folks present here are going to accept this fact. You know something? More women than men are affected by social phobia. The reason behind this is that for centuries, women have been placed in a societal role that are being disempowered, under-recognized and denied. Phobic statistic reveals that 80% of the people seek treatment to cognitive behavior therapy. How many of you here are not scared of creepy and crawly creatures? I'm sorry, you lose the first rank. You know why? The number one phobia in the world is arachnophobia, the fear of spiders, followed by ophidiophobia, the fear of snakes. These come under specific phobia. The more common specific phobias are meeting people of higher authority, speaking in stages, highway driving, flying, dogs, or injuries involving blood. The part of the brain called amygdala is responsible for triggering these specific phobias. Here is a list of phobias that impact the people a lot. Speaking in stages or public speaking. Fear of death and end of life. Fear of creepy, crawly and arachnid creatures. Last one. Fear of future. What does it mean? Fear of future is increasing in a modern society as people depend on the material wealth. Fear of future is actually an illusion created by our mind. It gives the feeling of being unfulfilled or the feeling of being unhappiness. We actually have the potential to break the chains of fear and bring in joy. I have also encountered the same kind of fear in my life. Well, let me narrate it to you. Once, while I was in 5th grade, I was given a task to collect the list of young achievers of India on behalf of Children's Day celebration. While surfing the net for the same, I came across a lot of young achievers who have achieved more than their age. I would like to present the list of those achievers. Tenit Aditya, a 15-year-old boy who has 17 inventions in his name and 2 Guinness World Record attempts. Nishal Narayanan is known as the youngest chartered accountant of our country. Angad Dayani, he is known as the creator of first 3D printer in India and he created the first robot at the age of 8. Akrit Jeshwal, he is known as the youngest surgeon to be admitted in a medical college. After learning about them, there was a question which kept lingering in my mind. I usually feel writing my grade exam as an Himalayan task. So, when am I going to achieve something great in my life? I pondered over this question again and again. I asked my mother with a low and feeble voice, "Ma, only a few can achieve and become achievers, isn't it?" She smiled, cuddled me and said, "My dear, everyone has talent, but a very few of them showcase it." That was a turning point when I understood my self-worth. It took a lot of time for me to ponder from within. I know that I have to leap higher to move a step further. My hard work still continues. I stand before you even now as a challenge. I have complete faith that I will achieve something great in my life. Fear is a thought. Fear is a thought. It's not real. It's your imagination. And your thoughts do nothing to empower you. Adam Smith, who is a motivational speaker, once said, "In whatever you do, vision and anticipation are the both necessary ingredients to fight the fear of uncertainty." Here are a few techniques which will help you to overcome fear. Determine exactly what is that makes you fearful. Self-discovery is the second step. In this step, you need to find the cause or the reason which makes you fearful. Find out and allow the techniques which help you to reach your inner thoughts. Break down into manageable pieces. Fear comes in different shapes and sizes. First of all, break down your anxiety into smaller, manageable pieces. Visualize success. How will success look like? How good will that feel? Depending upon the intensity of your fear, visualizing will surely bring upon positive energy. Have faith. It is important to have faith, which will bring you positive outcomes. Throughout this world, there is only two kinds of people. Those who conquer their fear and those who still struggle with fear. It is for you to decide which category you belong to. Remember friends, everything you want in your life is on the other side of fear. Conquer your fear, live your dreams. Thank you.